Hey guys, and welcome to more on Friday. The Bundesliga will finally start as well. I think it's the only big league who hasn't started yet, because the Liga BBA has started, the BBL has started, the Serie A I think has started as well, and the league also. The Bundesliga is the only league remaining who still has not started, but tomorrow it finally will change. It finally will start, and therefore I think it's the perfect time to make my predictions of the Bundesliga. As always, I will show you the full predictions, so for everybody who just wants to see it and then leave the video can do it. Here you have my predictions, and as always, of course, I will also first start with the bottom three, then go to the 15th, 14th, and end with the first place. So let's start. Who do I think will fight against the relegation, and who do I think will get relegated? As you can see, I predict Werder Bremen and Eintracht Frankfurt to get relegated as last places. For everybody who doesn't know how the Bundesliga works, the last two are definitely getting relegated, and the third last, so 16th place, is playing against the third place of the second league in 2 legs, and whoever wins in total will get promoted / not promoted, not relegated. You know what's going on. So I predict Bremen and Frankfurt to get relegated. Why that? So Bremen, I think it's quite clear. For me, Bremen is same as last season, and now again they have the worst team in the whole league. They just don't have a good team. They have 1-2 good players, but for example now they also lost Uja, got Max Kruse. For me, Max Kruse has some talent, but Uja is, my opinion, just better. Pizarro is getting even older now, so he will even play less games. They have Junozovic and some other decent players, yes. In my opinion, they still even have a worse team than, for example, Darmstadt or Frankfurt. They have the worst team. I don't really like their manager, Skripnik. He's decent. He is especially very, a very nice guy who is really honest, very, very honest. But I have to say that I just don't see them not getting relegated. I don't see them avoiding relegation. I just don't see it. So that's why I'm very sure they will get relegated. That's why I put them on 18th last place. Also getting relegated, in my opinion, Frankfurt. Why Frankfurt? They have also a really bad team. I think they will definitely fight against relegation with, in my opinion, Darmstadt, Freiburg, maybe Ingolstadt as well, but I especially think Freiburg, Darmstadt and Frankfurt will fight for 15th / 16th place. And I just see Freiburg and Darmstadt a bit in front of them, because Freiburg, Darmstadt, they're in good form. They are both had a really good season. Freiburg won the second league, while Darmstadt had a very good season last year in the first league. Frankfurt had kinda very disappointing season. They didn't really make good transfers. I just don't see why. I'm very sure they will fight against relegation again. They don't have a amazing manager. I don't know them that much. I don't like them that much. Their team is not perfect. They could change it, but for especially, that's what I say. They really have some huge problems as defenders. I think at the moment just have 2 center backs. They might sign another one, but they have some big problems in the defense. And not only in the defense, but also in the attack. Because they only have like 2 real strikers. Seferovic, who is just scoring like 2 or 3 goals per season, he's not good. And Maya, who is amazing, scores like 15-20 goals per season. But he is also, I think, 33, 34, had some injuries in the last times. And if he is not in form, then nobody will score. It's like the influence of Alex Meyer for Frankfurt is so huge. If he is not scoring, they will not score. So they don't have a good striker. They don't have enough defenders. Their goalkeeper also makes a lot of mistakes. And I don't know about the manager, if he is really doing a good job. That's why I think they will not do it. Darmstadt, in my opinion, will get into the relegation battle as 16th place. They will fight against relegation. I'm not sure. They had a bad team last season, managed to avoid relegation. They have a much better team now, but they also, of course, lost their big manager who got them into the second league, avoided relegation. They lost him. He went to, I think, Augsburg. So now they got a new one who is decent as well, but not that experienced. So they have a new manager. Their team is better. We have to see how good the manager is. if he is able to create a very good team out of the new players very fast and avoid relegation again, I think they will do it as 16th place, or at least not do it, but they will not get 100% relegated. They will get into the relegation battle. I at least hope so. I really love them and I really hope they will not, but they also lost a few big players, especially Sandro Wagner, who I think last season scored like 15 goals, got 5-6 assists. He went to Hoffenheim. I still hope they will do it. Next up, also fighting against relegation, is Freiburg, who won the second league last season. Yeah, they have a good team. I'm very sure they will not get relegated, but they definitely will fight against relegation until the end. Everything else would definitely surprise me. But yeah, they just have a team who can avoid relegation, who I think will do it, but nothing else. I don't think they will get them a table place. I don't think they will do amazing. Just their job is avoid relegation, then sign some new players and improve from time to time. And that's what I think they will do. 14th place is Ingolstadt. Ingolstadt also got promoted last season. So had one season in the Bundesliga, played really decent, basically. So they played a bit unfair, to be honest. They were like the masters of time wasting, of tactical fouls. So like every team who played against them said afterwards, they are playing so unfair. But they also played a very decent second half, especially the second half of the last season was decent. The way they played football way faster. Signed this one guy, I forgot his name, Leškano, I don't know how to pronounce him. He is so good. He is amazing in dribbling, scored 1-2 good free kicks. He is a very amazing guy. He is a bit like Schalke, so you can easily like provocate him and he will get always yellow and sometimes red cards and will also try to fight against some people. He is like this. But as a footballer, he is amazing. That was an amazing signing. I think even the most expensive signing they did in the whole history for like 3 million euros, which is a lot. Even though they got, of course, some money because they got, I think, Audi. I think it was Audi. So, but they still, played decent. I think actually until like 2 or 3 games before the end, they still had a chance to qualify for EuroLeague. I think they actually even finished in front of Wolfsburg, which is just crazy. So, but everything was because of their tactics. The manager they had, Ralf Hasenhüttl, is amazing. He is really intelligent. But he left Ingolstadt and joined RB Leipzig. And because they now lost him, and they also got a new manager now, I just think the success they had last season, that they basically just almost nothing had to do, like nothing at all, with relegation, was because of the tactics from Hasenhüttl. Now a new manager will have, of course, new tactics. I think they will not have such a good season. I'm quite sure they will not get relegated, but I think they will fight against relegation this time. 13th place is Köln, in my opinion. Köln is for me one of the most difficult teams to predict because they have a very decent team, but nothing amazing. They have a lot of young players. When they had some good games, they were able to beat even Bayern, Dortmund, Leverkusen, Schalke. They can play on that level. They have a team who, if they are playing good, even can fight for EuroLeague spots. But on the other side, they are very inconsistently. Not consistently playing. Okay. For example, it's been the last 2-3 years like this. They win 5 games in a row, then they lose 5 games. And I think that's gonna happen again because they still have a really young team. They didn't sign players with a lot of experience. So I don't think that's gonna change. I think that's gonna be the reason why they get a mid-table place. I think they're gonna be like 10th to 13th place. I can tell you what I think 10th to 13th place are gonna be Köln, Augsburg, Hoffenheim, Mainz. It could be Köln 10th and Mainz 13th. I'm not sure there, but I'm quite sure that these 4 teams will have all mid-table places. I just choose Köln as 13th just because I think Augsburg, Hoffenheim and Mainz just are a bit better in their team. So have a bit more quality and quantity in their team, squad depth. But in the end, they could be 10th place as well. Augsburg, Hoffenheim, Mainz as well here because Augsburg have a really decent team. They got a new manager as well. So I'm not sure how the manager, because their manager until now was Weinziel, who now gone to Schalke. So new manager, but still a decent team. Last season they had a very bad season. Before that they actually, I think, qualified for EuroLeague football. I think they will not be able to fight for EuroLeague spots again, but they will definitely have a decent mid-table place. And next season I think they will fight against for the EuroLeague spots again. That's what I predict them to do. But this season just a decent mid-table place. The same as for Hoffenheim. They made some alright signings, but the biggest signing or transfer, considering Hoffenheim, was of course that they sold Volland, who was the best player in the last few years. They sold him for 20 million euros to Leverkusen. That's gonna hurt them a lot. And because they sold him, they got Wagner. That's a good signing, but I just don't think they have a chance to fight for EuroLeague spots. They will have nothing to do with relegation, but they will just have a mid-table place. I don't think they will do much more. The same for Mainz. Last season they fought against the EuroLeague spots. The season before that as well, I think they actually managed to do it. So in the last seasons they always did, but they made some alright transfers. For example, now signed Cordoba, who was just on loan, which is an amazing player. He will, I think, score a lot of goals, but in the end I just don't think they can fight for EuroLeague spots. They might do, but I just think they will have a mid-table place, and I think they will be like 9th to 13th place. So that's why I just took them here as well. So now we will go to the top half of the league, starting with maybe the biggest surprise, RB Leipzig, newly promoted, and I think straight away they will get in the top half of the league. I don't see them fighting against relegation. Of course in the first year, I'm from Leipzig, so I knew a few things here. I just think in the first season they are like, yeah, we are newly promoted, playing in the Bundesliga for the first time, we are just trying to fight against relegation. I don't see them fighting against relegation. I mean, in the last 2-3 years, they always made like 10, 15 million transfers. They even spent more money. I think they spent the second most money or the first most money in the whole Germany. I think Bayern spent more, and I think they actually spent more than Dortmund in the last years. And if you just think about it, it's crazy. And they have a team who will just not fight against relegation. It is young and quite unexperienced, yes, but it has from the quality and the aspect of the quality, I think Leipzig has actually the quality to fight even for 4th place. I think because they are quite unexperienced and will not take too many risks. I just think, yeah, they will fight maybe even for EuroLeague spots. I think they will get in the 8th, 9th place, maybe 10th place, around that. But they will not fight against relegation, in my opinion. Hertha Berlin is 8th place, in my opinion. Why that? Last season they were amazing. Before that, they always fighted against relegation. Last season, they got, I think, for a long time, were like 3rd and 4th place. In the end, I think they got, I'm not sure, actually, 5th place, I think. No, 6th place, I think. 5th place was Schalke, 4th place Gladbach. I think they got 6th place. But they got 6th place. They were in the qualifying round for the EuroLeague, but they lost against Brøndby from Denmark, I think is Brøndby. Because of Pukki, who's got 3 goals against them, but that's not important. They have a decent team, made some good signings. I think they will fight against for the EuroLeague spots again, but I don't think they will do it because the teams in front of them are all a lot better. Starting with Wolfsburg, who I actually don't think will be able to qualify for any European competition again, which of course would be horrible for them. But if I look at their team, they wanted to make a few signings, but in the end they signed Mayoral from Real Madrid, but he's young, he hasn't played very in a huge league yet, so I'm not sure how well he's doing. I think he will score like 5-6 goals, but not more. It seems like they're gonna lose Bastos. Draxler said he wants to leave. Gustavo said he wants to leave. They lost Naldo as well. They have some goalkeeper problems in my opinion as well. Some players getting old. They still want to sign a left winger. They are trying to sign Heung-min Son from Tottenham. They wanted to Kostic, but Kostic went to Hoffenheim, to Hamburg, to HSV. So they lost many decent players, didn't really sign good players. And that's why I just think they will not do it. In the EuroLeague spots are, in my opinion, HSV and Gladbach. HSV has a very decent team. Of course, you could say, in the last years they never really had a chance to fight against relegation. always fight against, for Euroleague spots, always fight against relegation. We're very lucky. Many times. But if I look at their team is amazing. Their team should at least fight for Euroleague spots, at least. They could even fight for the Champions League, for 4th place. And I think this season is their season. We always say in Germany, schlafende Riese, which means like sleeping giant. So they're like a giant, like a big team, but they're just sleeping. And I think that because of the transfers, they made some amazing transfers. They have an amazing team. And also Labadia, their coach, is an amazing coach. I think he will manage to like wake them up. I think this season is gonna be their season. They're gonna qualify for Euroleague places and play European football next season. They just have to. 5th place is Gladbach. Gladbach, as always, will at least get into the Euroleague. They will fight against with 4th place. I think they will. Schalke and Gladbach will fight for 4th place. Maybe Hamburg as well. I think they will do it, and I think Schalke will do it in the end because Schalke is just a little bit better, a bit more experienced, have more quality and squad depth. They're just a bit better, and that's why I think Schalke will get the 4th place and not Gladbach. Gladbach will have to will have to accept 5th place. While Schalke will get 4th place. Last season was the different way around. These two were fighting for 4th place. Gladbach got 4th place, while Schalke 5th place. I think this season now it's gonna be the other way around. So now we will go to the top 3. And I think it's gonna be actually all these 3 teams fighting for the league. I think Bayern, Dortmund and Leverkusen will all fight for the league. I don't think Leverkusen is just gonna be 3rd and that's it. No, they're gonna fight for the league. Leverkusen made some amazing transfers. They have a team who, I don't see their team being worse than Leverkusen or Bayern's. Maybe Bayern's because Bayern has just this little bit more quality. For example, Aubameyang and Chicharito can score like 20 goals, but Lewandowski can score 30 goals. And that's just in all positions. They have like Burki and Leno, 2 world-class goalkeepers, but Bayern has the best goalkeeper. So this is why I just say Bayern has this little bit more quality. But I think Leverkusen, Dortmund, Bayern will fight for the league title. I think in the end Leverkusen will get 3rd place because I just think that Bayern will win the league because they have this little bit more quality and especially because they have Ancelotti. I'm not a fan of Pep Guardiola. I think he didn't make them better. But now with Ancelotti, if they would still have Pep Guardiola, I would say Dortmund will win the league. But because they now got Ancelotti, I'm sure that Bayern will win the league. I don't know if Dortmund will get 2nd and Leverkusen 3rd or the other way around. I just here said that Dortmund will get 2nd, Leverkusen the 3rd place because it was like this the last few years. But I would not be surprised if Leverkusen actually would get 2nd and Dortmund 3rd. Yeah guys, that's it. This is my prediction of the Bundesliga. Bremen, Frankfurt getting relegated, Darmstadt in the relegation battle, Freiburg and Ingolstadt will fight against relegation, Köln, Augsburg, Hoffenheim, Mainz will have a decent position as in the mid-table, Leipzig and Berlin will be in the in the top half of the league, but will not really fight for the Euroleague spots. Maybe Berlin. Wolfsburg will not do it. Hamburg and Gladbach will get in the Euroleague qualifying rounds. Schalke will get in the Champions League qualifying rounds. Leverkusen, Dortmund, Bayern will fight for the league. Bayern will win. Dortmund and Leverkusen will fight for 2nd and 3rd place. As always, guys, whenever you disagree, want to tell me something different, what do you think? Maybe you say Leipzig 9th, are you crazy? Wolfsburg not even in the Euroleague, are you crazy? Hamburg? Then just tell me and I will react to it. But yeah, I'm very hyped for this season, of course, as a German guy. It's the main thing I watch. Many of you will probably especially watch the BPR. For me, it is the Bundesliga. So I'm very, very happy that it finally starts. And especially as a Schalke fan, I'm very looking forward to seeing the new signings. We are maybe going to sign 1-2 more players, but I'm really, very much looking forward to watching Naldo and especially Embolo playing. I'm not too unhappy that Sané left. And yeah, I think this season is going to be really exciting. I actually think we have a big fight for the league. We have a big fight for the European competitions. I actually think the fight against relegation is not going to be that exciting like it was in the last few years, but the fight for the EuroLeague, Champions League and League title are going to be way more exciting. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please smash the like button. I think tomorrow we will continue the Bremen career mode, but it could also be Las Palmas career mode. I'm not sure yet. And yeah, I hope you look forward to that. Have an amazing day, guys. And bye.